All right, we are live on Facebook. So Robin and Kim are coming at you today about World Kindness Day. It's actually today, November 13th. And so we are happy to talk about that and kind of excited as well, because I think this is really appropriate right now. So World Kindness Day, if you haven't heard of it or don't know anything about it, was actually started in 1998 by the World Kindness Movement. And it's meant to just bring attention to being kind to our fellow humans, and also that passion and kindness are just, they're the universal language. Everybody understands compassion and kindness. And so we're going to talk about how we can practice it, what we can do, and what it does for us too, actually. So it's actually a healthy thing to do. Yeah.
Can I add one thing to that you just said? So they have a theme each year, and the theme this year, and I'm going to read this, so everybody listen, really listen, use your listening skills.
Yes.
So the theme for 2024 is World Kindness Day encourages people to move away from self-centeredness and focus on collective well-being. Proving that compassion and kindness are universal languages and understood by all. And I feel like that is such a good theme, as you said, especially now, because so many times, and listen, we can all be self-centered and only think of like what makes us feel better, rather than to open up and do things that make everyone feel better. So I love that theme, and I just wanted to reinforce that a little bit. Like, it's not just about us. It's not just about me. It's about everyone.
Yeah.
World Kindness is. So go ahead. I just want to throw that in there.
I appreciate that. I mean, and you can do little things. I mean, it's just, and probably are you doing these, helping out a neighbor when they need something, and complimenting someone, complimenting a colleague, or a random stranger even. It's nice to start a little conversation that way. Paying it forward by, if you're in line and you're buying coffee and then buying the person's behind you, just little things like that, opening the door for people. And some of these are like, I mean, I'm sure you do these anyway, because I'm always open the door for people. If I'm close to somebody or they're close to me, it's just nice to open the doors. It's a courtesy, common courtesy.
Right.
Also, just sending an uplifting message to a friend or family member who they're struggling, or just let them know you're thinking about them, because people love that, to know you're thinking about them. And I think one of the biggest things too, and is being kind to yourself, because I don't think we are as kind to ourselves as we could be. We are our own worst critic, and just giving yourself grace for whatever, because we can pick ourselves apart. So yeah, I just wanted to add.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is a good one.
Yeah.
And so if that doesn't make you be kind, maybe these things will. So these are the benefits that kindness and being kind to others can do for your health. So kindness is good for your heart. Let me just tell you a little bit about it. It can warm your heart. It actually affects the chemical balance of everything in your body, which is good for your heart.
For sure.
It reduces stress, enhances your mental health when you're kind to someone, improves your longevity. And how much Kim and I are talking about live long, right? What is the saying you always say? Live young and
have fun and live young. Live young and have.
Yeah. So it improves that. It increases your oxytocin, which is your love hormone. It kind of slows the aging process. So let me read you a little bit about this. Research now shows that oxytocin that we produce through emotional warmth reduces levels of free radicals and inflammation. Therefore, helps to slow the aging process. What else do I have in here? It's contagious. Because if you've ever seen the commercial, it's my favorite, where someone picks up something, they see it, and they're like, oh, I'm going to hold that door. And then it's like snowballs. And
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
It boosts your happiness. When you do something kind for someone else, it makes you happy. It not only makes them happy, but it makes you feel good about yourself.
Right.
It increases your self-esteem. It lowers your blood pressure. It enhances your relationships. And it helps with diabetes. So let's see, diabetes management. When blood sugar isn't properly controlled and you're dealing with one of the many complications that can arise, let me read this further here. And of course, now I lost it. Sorry.
That's
It's the
interesting.
stress. Yeah.
Okay.
And that all has to do with that.
With cortisol. So
So
that tells
right.
me it's therapy. Being kind
Exactly.
is therapy.
It is therapy. And I just kind of want to bring attention to this too, because I was talking with someone yesterday, and I think sometimes we get in a routine
Mm,
and we don't realize that what we're doing is unkind to
mm,
some people. I think, we're in our own little world, like this
right.
said, self-centeredness,
Mhm.
and all the things that we feel that we don't realize the effect that it's having on other people. So stopping and thinking before you say or do something, or like on social media before you post something, like, okay, if this is how you feel, but how is this going to affect, how would this maybe affect someone else?
Right.
Because I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of passive aggressive posts on Facebook as of
Oh,
late.
oh,
And
yeah.
it's so disturbing to me. Like, it's not necessary.
Right.
So that's not kind. It's not kind.
Yeah.
Um,
I agree with you.
it makes me sad. It makes me sad.
Yeah. There's a lot of hate going on in the world, in our own country too. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we need to be a bigger person than
Yes.
that. And you know, I'm so happy the election is over. But there's still
Too much. Yeah.
stuff going on that it's like, okay, can't we just like all be friends now?
Right. So world kindness can't come at the right time,
Exactly.
more at the right time than it did now. So, think before you speak. My goodness, we were all brought up with that. Think before you post. Think about how you're going to affect other people.
Yeah.
It'll make them feel good, and it'll make you feel good too. Because
Yes.
I don't like saying not nice things. It brings it makes everything tighten up if I even have bad thoughts, or
Yeah.
which we all do.
It's
But
it's not in your DNA, and I know that because you're a naturally kind person anyway. And I get that. I feel like I'm an eternal optimist. I always look at the bright side anyway, and then try to be, throw kindness in there as well, because
right,
you,
for sure.
you want to be kind, and that's how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
So what did you do kind today, Kim?
Oh boy. That's a great question. I had to return something at the store and running into somebody, and she needed some help with some actually some health help. And so I was
Oh,
chatting away with her at the grocery store, giving her all the information and stuff, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I ran into you. I feel so much better already. And I was like,
I'll see.
and that was like,
Just a conversation,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that was a conversation, and just,
Well, you took time for someone.
yeah, and that's what it was.
People love when you take time for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Good.
you have one?
I do. I made cookies yesterday, and they came and did all of our lawns today, our leaf blowing, and I gave them cookies.
Oh, I bet they love
And and I will tell you, they take a lot of flack from people, which I don't think is kind anyway. And their faces when I came on the front porch and said, counted 1, 2, 3 cookies, they were like, so I was like, it was just something little. I wanted to get rid of them because I don't want to eat them.
that. Right.
But, I just wanted them to know not everybody's a grouch.
Well, I'm sure, yeah, I'm
So,
sure they very much appreciated them, and that's very sweet. Yeah, very kind and
yeah,
thoughtful of you to do that, because
well,
they probably
and
don't get that a lot.
and I don't think they do, and again, like I said, and you listening to people, paying attention, because some people are never paid attention to, and they're not listened to.
Yeah, yeah,
So, and
for
we get
sure.
to be aware of that and be better.
Yep,
That's it. We all get to be better.
be better. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, that sounds
I
good.
know. All right. Kim,
Well,
you're amazing.
no, as you are, my friend.
And so are all of you.
That's right. We appreciate you.
So,
And we just want you to have a wonderful Wellness Wednesday and have fun and live young. And we will see you next week with our
and be
sides, our healthy Thanksgiving sides.
right. And be kind. So go out today and do like a random act of kindness and see how much better it makes you feel.
I like it.
All
Sounds
right.
good. All right. Take care.
See
Bye-bye.
ya. Bye.